What's going on, you guys? Nintendo Mania here, and welcome back to the channel. It is that time again. We are in the new year, and that means a new room tour. So, yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. 2025 is upon us, and I'm filming this January 1st. I'm hoping to get it up on New Year's Day. It is now almost 11 years. It will be like next month that I started my old channel and posted my first room tour video, which is absolutely mind-blowing. What I might do is just position the camera like you're seeing it now and then go through stuff with me on camera. I think that'd be a little bit different than what I normally do. So yeah, we'll get started here. Not sure which way I'm gonna do it, but I'll get set up and we'll get started. All right, so I think this is fine. I'm kneeling on the floor, so this might not be the most comfortable thing, but I'm going to show you the manga first, I guess, on the shelf, which is One Piece. We have box sets 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am caught up on collecting One Piece, but I am not caught up on reading it. So over here, we have volumes 1 through 23, 24 through 44, 45 through 65, and then 66 through 87 on this one. I am currently on volume 71. And down here, if you can see, we have 88 through the latest volume, which is 107. And I also got the Wanted book, which is a collection of Oda's, I guess, first stories, including Romance Dawn. So next, I'm going to show you my Game Boy Advance stuff we got right here. We got the games. Nothing crazy, just the Donkey Kong Country games, Super Mario Advance, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Zelda, some Final Fantasy. Super Mario Advance right here. I just got cardboard inserts for these actually yesterday. I got the cardboard inserts for the ones that were empty and some box protectors, which is really dope because these boxes were crushed, but I kind of fixed them, and this will definitely help hold their shape. Yoshi's Island, Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, like one of the weirdest titles. Superstar Saga, Super Circuit. I've actually come to really enjoy this game since I got my GBA back because, as you might have remembered in my video, I said I didn't really care for it, but it's growing on me. And Bomberman. Also have the system here. Alright, for these shots, I can't get in front of the camera, so this is going to have to do. But I got Super Nintendo games up here. A lot of my favorites. I actually sold my Super Nintendo early this fall. But I actually bought it back from the woman. That's the second thing I bought back from somebody this year, which is crazy. But I got it back from her, and I got the games I sold her back, which were Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, Mario All-Stars right here. And what other one? Oops. I got Super Metroid, Mario Kart, and Super Mario World. That was the last one I got back. So yeah, Super Nintendo collection is filled with some great games that I really love. So yeah, and I have Donkey Kong Country in the Super Nintendo, which we'll get to later. But here we have the Switch collection. I think I'm almost at 40 games. I just got some in from my best friend Jordan. He sold me some, so that is awesome. Thank you. There is a couple in here, of course, that you haven't seen in pickups videos because I haven't done my year-end pickups video yet, so you'll see some stuff here that hasn't been shown on the channel yet. Yeah, we got another Code, the Bayonetta games, Dark Souls Remastered. Got this from Jordan. That's great. Really good Switch port. Danganronpa, Emio the Smiling Man, still sealed, Hyrule Warriors, pretty much most of the Nintendo first-party staples, besides like sports games and stuff. Metroid games, great stuff. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is one that I didn't like when it came out, but I tried it yesterday, and man, it's really good. Like, I'm not a big strategy game guy, but that's kind of a banger, to be honest. One Piece Odyssey, Paper Mario, the Pikmin series, which I'm repping Pikmin today on my shirt, so I might as well show these. Whoa, everything's backwards. Pokemon Sword, got this as well from Jordan, and Kingdom Battle was from him too. The Mario games, Zelda games, just your basic Switch stuff. And here we get into the PlayStation collection. Sorry about the glare off any of these box protectors, but they're just super shiny and can't really do much about it. We got, I think they're all in alphabetical, but we got Bloodborne, Call of Duties right here, just 4 Call of Duties, the Dark Souls trilogy, 3, 2, and remastered, Doom games, Eternal, and the Slayers collection, which they should be first. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster collection. Excited to give this a try. Then we're getting into the first party stuff here. Ghost of Tsushima, God of War 3, 2018, Ragnarok, Ratchet and Clank, the Resident Evil games. Good stuff. The Last Guardian, Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, some of the stuff is definitely out of alphabetical order, but whatever. Last of Us, Until Dawn. Do not buy the remake of this. Play this if you're going to play Until Dawn on PS5. Just play the PS4 version. What else we got? Infamous, Spider-Man games, Sekiro, the Uncharted series. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them besides the PSP one, or PS Vita one. Horizon, and then getting into PS5, Astrobot, a couple Call of Duties, Dead Space, which is really good. I think this game might be a little bit slept on due to like games like Silent Hill and RE4 coming out, but this is a great game. Demon Souls, awesome stuff. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, one I hope to get to very soon. I'm nearing the end of Remake. Just more Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil games. I love my Resident Evil, so have to get them whenever they release. RoboCop, Last of Us Part 1, Neo Collection. It's moving on to GameCube. Just got a few here because I did sell quite a few of them. I got into like a selling spree this summer, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was just because I felt like I had too much stuff I wasn't using. I always have like a cycle where I feel like I gotta sell, but I'm gonna try not to do that this year really hard because you always regret it. Here's the GameCube games I currently have: Metroid Prime 2, Paper Mario, and Resident Evil 0. There is one more that I'll show later. Best game ever. And then on the Wii, we got Donkey Kong Country Returns, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Mario Kart, Strikers, Prime 3, Other M, Pikmin 2. Happy to have that one on the Wii. Galaxy games, Paper Mario, Wario Land Shake It. Go check out my short on this game. A really nostalgic one for me. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. First game I ever pre-purchased and picked up on release. Wii U. Batman Arkham City. Bayonetta 2. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I want to get this one on Switch. Hyrule Warriors. Mario Kart. Paper Mario Color Splash. Really cool one to have. Pikmin 3. And just Splatoon, Mario Maker, the Zelda games. Still missing Twilight Princess. I do have Wind Waker. Some Transformers game I found cheap, and a cheap disc-only Nintendo Land that I found at a thrift store. Okay, DS. We got, starting off here with Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, and Bowser's Inside Story. Childhood staple, Mario Kart DS. Also, New Super Mario Bros. Couple games I want to get through this year being Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. And just some other first-party games that I wanted to have in the collection because they were super cheap. And that is the Brain Age games and Clubhouse games. Nothing crazy, but they're Nintendo published, so. A nice thrift store find I had this summer is Kirby Superstar Ultra. Pretty neat. Now moving on to 3DS. I did pare back the 3DS collection a bit this summer because I sold a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that anymore. We got one that recently came in, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This game is cheap as dirt now because of the Switch version coming out. So don't ask me why, but I'll have all 3 versions of this game. Luigi's Mansion, a really good port, honestly, on the 3DS. The Mario and Luigi games, Superstar Saga, Bowser's Inside Story, Paper Jam. Oh, and missed one, Dream Team. Metroid Samus Returns, great stuff here. Super Mario 3D Land, Tetris Axis, still sealed, recent pickup. The Zelda games, Link Between Worlds, Ocarina, Majora's, Triforce Heroes, Utopia. Yeah, Mario Kart. And then moving down to the very bottom here, we have my Year of Luigi diorama box and just a Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle figure. Rabbid Mario. Kind of a, he's really heavy, like he's solid resin or clay or whatever. Wii U Pro Controller box, some pretty cool Pokemon plush here that I've had for quite a few years now. Darkrai and Pikachu. So this is the 20th anniversary. A couple more boxes here, and that concludes this first shelf. These couple shelves, I'm just gonna go bottom to top, I guess. We got a Broly Bam Presto down here, along with the Dragon Ball series, so Dragon Ball Original, all the seasons of Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, GT, and then some Kai. And this is just a collection of episodes from the Saiyan Saga. Got Demon Slayer 1 through 4. Didn't really read them, to be honest. I should probably, because I've heard it's pretty decent. Twilight Princess 1 through 7. Have a few more to pick up of that. Kaiju number 8. Sandland. This one's really good. If you haven't read it, check it out. We have Super 1 through 22 here on the end. On this shelf, it's just a bunch of like miscellaneous My Nintendo rewards, like this Metroid Prime pin set. These Metroid Dread pins I got in 2023. They're just some pre-order bonus stuff. Here we have my calendar. This is a Nintendo Switch Online member exclusive from the My Nintendo store. I have the 2024 one over here, and just some figures. There's a Funky Kong and some of the, I believe, were these McDonald's or Burger King Mario toys? One of the two. Metroid Prime Hunters demo on DS. Some more figures. The Mario and Luigi Brothership sleeve. Don't know where else to put that. My Charles Martinet signed copy of Super Mario Sunshine. This is like a treasure in my collection. Pre-order bonus for Echoes of Wisdom, which was this art print. I got number 1917 of 7,000. Behind it is a copy of the Mario Encyclopedia. It's the special edition. And a copy of Nintendo Comic System Volume 1 in a frame. You can probably see here, yes, I was one of those people. The Dragon Ball box sets, they're all in here, so they're not on display in the room. We got some figures here, and a little keychain. Pretty neat. Some more figures up on this shelf. These guys are kind of acting as bookends. Have the Dragon Ball movies, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z movies. I believe this is all of them. From the original Dragon Ball all the way up to Superhero, which released, was it a couple years ago now? And then we have some manga, just a new copy that I got recently. I'm going to try out Vinland Saga. It seems really good so far. I like the Viking aspect of it. Seems really dope. Initial D, haven't read it. Pokemon, haven't read all of it. Moving up, we have Fairy Tail Volume 1, haven't read it. Attack on Titan Volume 1, I started it and it's really good. Berserk Volumes 1 through 3, I still have to finish Volume 3, but I really do enjoy Berserk, it's great. Dragon Ball Full Color, yeah, it looks so good. Beautiful. Another recent one I picked up like 2 days ago is Akira Volume 1. I don't know much about this, if anything, really, but I got it for 15 bucks, so I had to grab it. I think this is an older edition, like mid to late 2000s, because the pages are a little yellowed, but I still think it was well worth the pickup. It's in great shape overall. This summer I kind of went on a spree picking up the Dragon Ball Z Vizbigs that I could find on sale. They were selling them on Amazon for 13 bucks a piece, which is less than a single of like One Piece or whatever, or Super. So that was pretty crazy. I ended up getting volumes 1, 3, 6, 7, and 9 for that price, which is great. And then we have Vagabond 1 through 3. Picked this magazine up. Thought it was pretty cool. It's a manga and anime history, basically, and it even has Toriyama's memorial, so that's really neat. I want to look through it. It looks like there's a lot of good stuff in here, and probably could pick up some new series by reading this. Nintendo 64 Anthology. And I know it looks like it's upside down, but something about this book that always bugged me ever since I got it is that the spine is backwards. On a book spine, normally the words start at the top. They don't end at the top and start at the bottom. To make the spine look somewhat decent, you have to put it upside down. So it's kind of weird. But whatever. I've had that book for like 8 years. Earl Historia, Art and Artifacts. The Zelda Encyclopedia, the special edition that looks like an NES cartridge. It even comes with a manual. Looks like the NES game. That's so cool. Up top here, just got a couple strategy guides from back in the Wii U days. Both of the Breath of the Wild guides. I got the official collector's edition, and when the DLC came out, I got the expanded edition, which is kind of funny, but I also have the Smash Bros. Guide. Okay, so moving on to these two shelves here. I might as well start on this side. It's the Wii U gamepad, my Starlink router. Starlink is great, by the way, if you're in a rural area. I love it. Some more Dragon Ball figures. I have a lot of them. Golden Frieza back here, if you can't quite see him. The big Broly, who's like a foot tall. And an older, mid-2000s, I believe, Goku. I remember getting this from Best Buy, I think it was, back in 2014. That is the Steelbook for Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. I'm actually amazed I still have this. And then there's the soundtrack from Club Nintendo. Man, I missed that service. It was actually free. You didn't have to pay shipping or nothing, but this is the 2-disc soundtrack. It's really a cozy light when you're gaming in here at night. Up there we just have 2 of the 4 Pokemon. Well, I guess there's more than that now. They released another wave of Pokemon magazines a while ago, so that's 2 of however many are out of the Pokemon magazines by time. Here I just have my amiibo. I'll just pick a couple cool ones off. Link from Link's Awakening. Majora's Mask Link. That one's really sick. Skyward Sword, Zelda, and the Loftwing. Link from Tears of the Kingdom, Sheik. Mario's 35th. Another awesome detailed one is Banjo and Kazooie. Love that one. And of course, The Guardian. Alright, now moving down to this shelf. Starting this side, I have the special edition Wii U gamepad that came with the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker set right here. Here is the actual statue that came in that Luigi's Mansion box that I showed earlier. A really cool late 90s, I believe it's late 90s and 64 era. He's missing his tag. Wario plush. He's a beanbag plush, so he's fairly heavy. Nintendo Switch OLED box, just some controllers. This Game & Watch. For Mario, I'd like to get the Zelda one. This is the only Nintendo 64 game I have left. Unfortunately, I made the dumb decision to sell my N64 with my boxed games this summer. But I did keep this one because it's a cool, kind of rare sticker variant, player's choice. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. We have the kind of like the little Zelda shelf, I guess. I have a Game Boy Advance here. This is the manga set, and there's the strategy guide back there. Special edition of Tears of the Kingdom, Skyward Sword statue, and yeah, there's some cool little Zelda items. And then starting out on the very bottom of these two black shelves, I have Ask Iwata, which I haven't read yet, but I had to pick it up. Iwata was amazing. I've had this for over 10 years, and that is the Legend of Zelda Prima Guide box set, which honestly I might just pull out of here. A couple movies here, Resident Evil Degeneration and the Mario movie. Ugh. Let me see if I can lift this up. I showed it years ago in a old video that's now gone, but you get a gold Zelda bookmark, which is so damn cool. It's in plastic, so you get a certificate of authenticity. And then this is the actual set of books that are in here. That is heavy. That's probably like 40 pounds of books. My GameCube box and just a unofficial guide to Mario magazine. And moving over here, I have my PlayStation 5 Pro box, and then all the accessories you're forced to buy with it, which is the vertical stand and the disc drive. This is a VV plush. I haven't played Final Fantasy IX yet. I think that's where he appears, but I got this about a year ago, maybe a little more. I didn't know what he was, but now I'm on this giant Final Fantasy kick, and I want to play them all. But these are Final Fantasy VII figures down here, which were actually originally keychains apparently, and I have the full set. I didn't even realize until I looked them up on eBay. But this is Cloud on his motorcycle. They were supposedly keychains, like I said, so. But yeah, very cool stuff. We have Sephiroth. Not sure who this character is yet. I did see the cat briefly in the game, so not sure. We have Tifa, but yeah, kind of cool little keychain figures there. Now I'm just gonna pick the camera up and show you guys the rest of the room, because it's not really worth having a stationary camera for this part. But this is my TV. This is a 65-inch TCL Q7. I picked it up this summer. I love the size. 65-inch is awesome, and it looks great. The PS5 Pro runs amazing on it. It is 120 hertz with HDR and all that stuff. So pretty good budget premium TV. I would say it's probably the best you can buy. I heard Hisense are pretty good too, but I would never spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a TV when you can pick this up for sub 1,000 Canadian dollars. Like, that's a really good price in my opinion. TV stand, soundbar, my consoles. This is the PS5 Pro headset. I've been using this headset, SteelSeries Arctis 7P Plus, for the last few years. Great. And if you're playing Switch in handheld mode, I can't recommend getting these controllers enough. And that is these bad boys right here. Yeah, I got some controllers down there. The Wii U is still hooked up. And here we have an older Citizen. I believe it's like a mid-2000s Citizen. I've had it in storage for ages, and I brought it back in because it was small. It's only a 20-inch, and it fits beside this TV really well on this old stand. But yeah, here's Donkey Kong Country running, one of my favorite games ever. That's where it is. Picked these vinyl figures up of these Pokemon, the starters. Picked them up for 30 bucks, I believe, from a liquidation store. These were, from what I understand, exclusive to Costco here in Canada anyways. And yeah, they just had a damaged box, so they were like 40% off. I was like, yeah, I'll take them. And here's my retro consoles. Got my PS2, PS1 games that I would likely play out here. Resident Evil series, Metal Gear, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, GameCube, Super Nintendo, and my PS2 right there. Next up, we got this shelf I found at a thrift store this summer for like 10 bucks, and I decided to use it as a magazine shelf because it is very heavy and sturdy. So that's what I'm using it for. Up top we have some Pikmin coasters from my Nintendo. I got a couple McDonald's, I believe these are McDonald's toys, and Amiibo plates for the Game & Watch Amiibo. This cup I got in a Christmas gift exchange this year. It's a Game Boy mug and it has some Game Boy games in it. And here we have my Nintendo Power collection. It's 2009 to roughly 2011. Not all of them, of course, but a mix. My little Christmas tree right here. I found this Pikachu ornament by Hallmark. It's actually officially made by Game Freak. So that's really neat. I picked that up. It's too big for this tree. It like pulls the tree over, but I really enjoy it. These ornaments on it here are like some country music ornaments from Nashville that my grandma had got. I think this one's backwards. Like Branson, Missouri and stuff like that. A Dollywood one, straight from Dollywood. I'm a big Dolly Parton fan, so this is very cool. And another country music one here, but my favorite's definitely this Dollywood one. You know what, I might as well start showing what's on the walls now. These posters are from the manga box sets that I have, so One Piece and Dragon Ball. Some of them obviously have slipped in the frame, and that's just annoying, but I just haven't fixed it yet. I probably should have for this video. This one kind of works because it just slid straight down, but yeah, this one's crooked. It has been for months. Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball. This is like a wood kind of texture picture of Super Mario World. I think that looks really sick. And just a couple Metroid Dread posters from my Nintendo. Poster out of the Manga box set of Zelda hardcovers and the GBA pouch. This is my couch that I picked up early this year, like February, or not this year, I guess. That's last year now. February 2024, I picked this up. And this is like an apartment-sized couch. It can like fold down and these cushions come off. It's really neat and it's easy to get into small spaces. The feet come off, but this thing goes for like $700 and I got this couch for $150 just because the person didn't want it anymore. And it's so good, it's so comfortable. This blanket is a crocheted blanket that my mom made. It's a full-on 8-bit sprite of Mario and Luigi, so it's pretty big. This is just some old bedding that I had as a kid that I repurposed into a blanket and just a cool pillowcase, I guess. Another piece of signed Charles Martinet memorabilia, which is this poster. Love that. Got it the same time as I got the game signed. This is my little coffee table. I got it at a thrift store for $5 a while ago. I think this was in my last year's video, but it looks dirty. It's just scratched up. It's not in the best shape, but for $5, I had to pick it up. And this is just my laptop cords, controllers. That is a NSO Nintendo 64 controller. Little closet full of random stuff that I don't know what to do with, or just boxes and stuff. Here are the posters for One Piece, most of them. This one kind of slipped again. These are really cool. I like this one. So colorful. This is another one of those wooden type posters for Link Between Worlds. A lenticular 3D poster-ish, kind of a picture, I guess, of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think you'll be able to see it well. There's way too many shadows in this room. But yeah, it is 3D. It looks really cool in person. I think that is it. Wow, this is a longer video than I anticipated. So yeah, you guys, that was my room tour for 2025. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. This was a longer one. Not my longest, I don't think, but a longer one. And in addition to the stuff that I showed you that was new in this video, I'm going to be doing one more final pickups video once everything comes in for 2024. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a thing I've done for the past decade, basically. So pretty cool to do it every year. Remember to like if you did enjoy, and subscribe. We hit 766 subscribers, so we're like moving up fairly quickly the last month, really. Manga collection video also really did well, so yeah, I think that's awesome that you guys are enjoying the content and the channel. See you in the next one. Happy New Year and have a great 2025.